Okay, time to start. I already know this restaurant employed as well. L3 tutorial window. No, nothing comes up. Well, that's a good tutorial. Close. I'll show you the ropes. Okay, so show me the ropes then.
Hello, David. Hello, Dara. Have you got really soon? I hope so.
Corner of the screen. Okay, the hints listed in the bottom right corner of the screen. The tutorial can do the tasks in the bottom left corner. Okay. You can always go back. Okay. Right, stop yabbering. Everyone looks like the last owner left this place in a sorry state. Doesn't look in a sorry state. Find the phone, go to the marked area, okay?
If you're comfortable enough to do the 7 in 7, but if you want to take the -3, at least you're back in the team.
Go to marked area. Over here, I'm guessing. Right. Repair the gas cooker. Okay, repair.
No way. 53, incredibly tempting, so thank you. I'm going to stick with the 7.
Thank you very much, Chaser. Yeah, the minus would have been very rotten on with the rest of your team, so 7's a good choice, I think. David, for £7 the chase is on.
How do I change it then?
Good luck, here comes first question.
Change status, no, R2.
With its distinctive shape and white sand at the top, what is the nickname of Loch Tay in County Wicklow? A. Bulmer's Lake. B. Murphy's Lake. C.
Yeah, we'd better
Guinness
hire
Lake.
someone who's fast while hovering.
You put
Use R1 to select the company and then press X to start the repairs.
That's my thought. Okay.
R1.
Correct answer is
I'm guessing you just gotta go with that one because it's not letting me select another. Yeah. Run down 4 to go, we'll need to fix what?
Here's next question. The Finn Dorset is a breed of what farm animal? A. Cow. B. Goat. C. Sheep.
Oven and deep fryer, so the oven's doing.
You put goat. Pressure push. Correct answer is sheep's the right answer. Stand where you are, Chasers put.
The flip.
That was right, sheep moves them into a 4 from high. That part of the world's a lot of sheep. All sheep. Here's your next question.
I don't even know which one I'm meant to be going with, but we'll do that anyway.
A. Argon. B. Aluminium. C.
What else am I meant to be repairing?
You put astatine.
Argon, I think, is a stable element, and aluminium is a metal, so that process of elimination.
Correct answer is well played. Set closer. High Chasers put. That was astatine as well. Remains the 2 behind with 3 from high. Yeah, as you say, the other 2 are very stable. Astatine is really unstable. It's very, very rocky. Gotcha. Here's next question. Thank you.
I'm meant to be repairing this. Fudge it.
And Oslo's Akershus Fortress. A. Frozen. B.
Repair lower oven. Okay, so which is the lower oven? Ah, yeah.
Frozen.
That's the only one I can think of with a fortress because she built the ice castle, so...
Correct answer is very good. Okay, excellent stuff. Step close home.
So which is the lower oven then?
Yeah, frozen.
It's got to be that, right? Yeah.
Here's your question. In yacht
Put
racing,
it down.
what does the
Okay.
rating rule classify? A. The water. B. The yacht. C. The sailor.
Didn't exactly put it down, did I? Go to marked area.
All I can think of is...
I want to run around the kitchen. It's not good. Right. Cover box. Hover over 1 and press X to open the shop. Okay. Buy a blender. Okay, blender. So where have I got to put it then?
Is the national anthem of which member of the EU? A. Netherlands. B. Austria. C. Sweden. You put
Austria shares a very similar
Put the
language to
blender
German.
away.
And
You can
Wilhelm
only
was
carry one
Taz
thing
to
at a
German,
time.
so
To go through the 7 grand, the
Okay.
correct answer is... Okay. Netherlands, it is. Stay where you are. Chasers, but...
They were meant to be sticking it.
Netherlands.
Named after William of Orange.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here's next question. Participants in which of these activities would most likely wear an outfit made out of tulle? A. Ballet. B. Horse riding. C. Yoga. You put ballet.
Horse riding.
Ah, I'm meant to be putting it
Chances all think
here.
of.
I see.
I used to go out with someone who used to go horse riding. I've never heard until for that. Yoga, you have a yoga mat and you've got skin tight stuff. So
There.
cross elimination.
To go through with 7 grand, the correct answer is...
Put it down on the countertop. So
Yeah, ballet's fine.
hover over it, press square to pick it up, and then X to put it. It's not square to pick it up at all because I just pressed X to pick it up. So the tutorial for this is a bag of wank.
Well done, indeed. Well done. Great job.
Ah, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be picking up the cardboard box, so we'll put that back down there.
Yeah, it's a team where absolutely everybody
Where's the
picked the
cardboard
exact
box?
correct stuff.
Yeah.
So, which is very unusual, and all 4 of you will be a real challenge.
Absolutely. Guess what, guys? It's a full house. Total prize fund is 14 grand.
Put it down on a marked area.
£3,500 each. Can they outrun the menace? One more time. Of course they can. We'll see you after the break.
Number 22.
Instead of bake tray,
The Chase.
two big. We've got to put it away. Oh, I meant to stick it. Two big pots. I'll do cutting board.
Mobile's festive deals, and this year they're powered by club card prices. So get the stylish Samsung Galaxy A32
I want to put it there, but that
5G
thing's in the way.
Pods Live
Yeah.
for just £22.99 a
Guess
month,
I'll have to put
saving
it
you an
there.
amazing
Oh,
£144. And better yet,
there.
you can pick it up in the same place you pick up your sprouts.
Nice.
This is Supermarket Mobile. Pop in or search Tesco Mobile. Every little
I'll
helps.
move that shit.
To send festive cheers and season's greetings this Christmas,
Put down.
it must be at NOOB.com.
This is useless. Go in there. Yeah, I know where it's at. It's fine. Pan.
Magic. Love Matalan.
See if you can get cheaper home insurance than your neighbors
That was stupid. Spatula.
Does the Milky Way count as a neighborhood?
Bollocks. Put it. Right. Use the crop top. No, I want to put the box back.
The eau de parfum Yves Saint Laurent. Happy holidays. We leave our washing machine door open and it still smells. Is it clean?
Wash after wash, residue could build up in your machine, causing odor. Even in short cycles and low temperatures, use Calgon 3-in-1 in every wash. Calgon protects your machine from limescale, residue, and odor. Cleaner machine, cleaner clothes.
Okay, I've used the laptop. Open recipe manager app.
New Calgon antibacterial gel. The only water softener to eliminate 99.9% of bacteria and prevent limescale, residue, and odor.
Open owned recipes tab.
Come together, Rouse Club, the new fragrance, Ralph Lauren.
Okay. Owned. Unlock baked trout. Okay, I'm a supposed to unlock a baked trout. It says
Give chocolate secretly to someone you love.
there's a
Find out
trout.
more at cappy.co.uk.
Unlock salmon, steak, and boiled potatoes. I don't want to be unlocking all this shit. I just want to fucking. Tomato soup. Will improve the menu once you do whatever you do. Okay. Oh, fabulous.
For the ups, the downs, and everything in between.
Keeps telling me it's doing shit to PS4. I don't even have PS4. Enter shop view. Buy salt.
With the home, you can watch I'm a Celebrity whenever you want. You can fast forward, rewind, give us a little and even pause. I love the ITV Home.
Black pepper. Cayenne pepper powder. Oh god. I've got to actually buy all this shit.
Chase, proudly sponsored by Gala Bingo.
Welcome back, everyone. We've got 14 grand. We've got a full house. We're playing well. There's no doubt about it. During the break, my team had 2 sets of questions to choose from for this final set A or B. You've selected set A. Thank you, David. Set A. Of course,
Does it even tell you like how much money you've got? No, not a lot.
in the final. I mean, to get a 4-step head start on the chaser. There it comes around the wall. That's a massive
Enter shop
advantage. You've got
view.
to make that pay. You ready?
Buy listed liquids.
Time starts now. What animals feature in the video game Star Stable? Horses, correct. Which Bond villain killed Max Calvert with his steel teeth?
Sure, they were on a different spot when I went in the other shop.
Dogs are
Oh well.
vegetarian sausages made from what?
This is going to be like the messiest kitchen ever.
Light up. It's a lyric in What's No Control song.
Serve me a baked trout. I don't even know how to cook a baked trout in real life, never mind in this game. What the hell? So there's a trout. Let's buy a trout.
Gulliver's Travel, correct. What type of insect is a flower chafer?
I want to move this cutting board over slightly.
Correct. The mineral indicolite
That'll
is
do.
what primary colour?
Oh god. I've got to season it with black pepper, dill, and thyme first.
Correct. Which 19th century US president was nicknamed Rudd? Pass. Rutherford Hayes.
What is this? Thyme.
P4P stands for
5
pound for
grams.
what? Correct. Hypermodernism is a major school of what board game? Pass. Chess. What online retailer makes the Fire TV Cube? Amazon. Correct. What country was the largest in Africa until 2011? Pass. Sudan. What single word means a person who is
So it's not unlimited shit on this one. I can actually like get out the products and put them back. Only 5 grams of each, really?
The epithalamus is in what organ of the body?
You're going to tell me that that didn't do 5 because I accidentally didn't hit it.
Qantas, correct.
What?
Guy's and St Thomas's in London is what type of institution? Hospital, correct. What spirit is the main ingredient in a white Russian cocktail? Vodka,
Why is it
correct.
not doing it?
Was formed in what European capital city?
Oh shit.
Berlin. Dublin.
Oh shit.
Amsterdam. Bang off. Well played. Excellent. Yeah. Terrific. Twins is really in the fun zone because come the last 30 seconds, whilst they're after it, they start snatching at the answers, and that's where they make mistakes.
It's just going to be very seasoned.
Very good team. Well played. It's time to bring back the chaser. I'll take some beating.
This is a perfect example of sometimes going low is the correct decision. That was very, very well done.
Indeed. Now remember, if the chaser gets a question wrong and the team get it
Try
right,
again.
they will push the chaser back one step. It's now time for the final chase.
I swear it's got like a shit ton on it already, but apparently it didn't tick it, so.
Right, you ready? Yeah. Here you go.
Why is it not doing it? I put 5 on. Well, I didn't. I put like 105.
What does the UV and UVA radiation stand for?
Ultraviolet.
Correct. Which former Zimbabwe leader died aged 95?
I know what it's going to do. It's going to tell me can't use that one because you put too much shit on it. Yeah. Put in the bin.
Sikhism.
Correct. Lardo is a meat product derived from what animals?
Pigs.
Correct. The Columbia River
Wait, give me a
rises
try.
up what American mountain range?
The Appalachians.
Stop the clock, that is wrong. The Columbia River rises in what
I know what I'm
American
gonna do.
mountain range?
Gravity plate. So on time. Deal.
That's still nice.
Excuse me.
Need an answer, please.
The Rockies.
Is correct. We push the chaser
Get
back.
the
16 now
piece of shit.
required. Here we go.
Guess I can't do that.
The time starts again. Now, what does a pyromancer use to predict the future?
Fire.
Correct. In the 90s, what Japanese car maker produced the Concerto?
Toyota.
No, I don't want to pour it on there. I just want to like, oh my
What
god.
Japanese car maker team produced the Concerto?
So I can think of Honda straight away as a Japanese car maker.
Right, that's one.
Hyundai's Korean, South Korean.
Need an answer?
No, get on the
Go with Honda.
sausages.
Correct. Push the chaser back. 16 now required. 121 remaining. Chasing your time.
Apparently
starts
it's saying I've
again.
already put black
Now,
pepper
what
on.
primary
I
colour
don't
is the
remember
decorative
doing the black
glass
pepper, but
Evatina?
okay.
Red.
Correct. Which late Australian presented the TV show Clock Files?
Right, 5 grams.
Correct. A bergère hat is made from what natural
Oh,
material?
it's not
Stop the
working.
clock. That is wrong. A
What?
bergère hat is made from what natural material?
I'm thinking natural material, straw, the straw hat. That's all I can think of. Natural material.
See, I'm only putting one on at a
You're
time.
good. You're very good. Is right. Push the chaser back. 15
What?
now required.
Black pepper gel time, 5 grams each. Pick a spice container, target fish, and press X. That's what I've done.
Correct. Ed Sheeran hit mentions Grafton Street and Carrick Fergus.
Galway River.
Correct.
No,
To go as
put
fast as
the
possible
thing
is to be
down.
going hell for what?
Leather.
Correct.
This
In
over here.
1998, what Colorado team won its first Super Bowl?
Denver Broncos.
Correct. The company Cornish Orchards make what alcoholic drink?
22 grams of time. I didn't put 22 grams of time on. What they tell me I've not put on? Dill, 5 grams.
Are the robes worn by monks of what
Dill,
religion?
time.
Christianity.
Stop the clock.
Let's get the black pepper.
Kasseya
I don't
are the robes
remember
worn
putting
by
any
monks
on
of
this
what
fish.
religion?
So we'll
That's
find
a
it.
shout.
I like that. Yeah. Buddhist monks.
Okay, we accept Buddhist monks, Buddhism, we can get that. Well played. We push the chaps
Yeah,
back.
what the fuck?
10 required. Now, here we go.
I'm gonna
Your time starts again.
throw it
Now,
across the
name
kitchen in a minute.
Soccer received the first gaming license in what US
I'm
city?
gonna be in the kitchen now. I'm not gonna be in the kitchen now.
Creation is a film about which English naturalist? Correct. The medical complaint CTS is carpal tunnel what?
Syndrome.
Target the
Correct.
fish
Which of the Great
and
Lakes
press
is
X
closest
to
to the
start
sea?
seasoning.
Superior.
Stop the clock, that is wrong. Which of the Great Lakes is closest to the sea?
No idea.
Ontario?
I put 5 grams
You're good,
on.
Derek.
Oh my god.
Push the chaser back.
Why is it saying I put 24 grams of time on it? I didn't.
Now,
That's the time. Well, I kind of did because it was telling me I hadn't put any on.
correct. The month of January is named after what Roman
I'm gonna be
goddess?
bankrupt
Correct.
before I even
What's
get
the
a
name of
recipe
the
out.
kids' TV show Rainbow?
Bungo.
Correct.
Right.
The second
Trout.
Monday in March celebrates what union of
Sit.
countries? Time is up.
Time. You know what? It's saying that. Yeah. Don't even do it.
Okay,
Right.
here we go. 5 attempts to push back.
Dill
5
dried.
executed.
5 grams.
Chaser needed 5.
Oh, yes.
Which is the dill? I'm gonna call it something else in a minute.
Listen, congratulations,
Right, that's the dill.
£3,500 each. Derek, what will we do with yours?
Oh, decorate the house, I hope.
Yeah, good.
Press X.
Sarah.
Change it to
Okay,
5.
yes, flying
Or
lessons.
5.
Going to Vegas.
And it's not doing it.
Absolutely good for you, David.
I'm going
What?
on holiday. Stuff the business. We're off.
Yeah,
What?
good for you. All right. Listen, congratulations, players. You played really, really well.
I'm gonna run
I
out of
enjoyed
fish in a
playing
minute.
alongside you today. Take the £14,000, split it equally, because I'm telling you, David, Bianca, Sarah, and Derek, you've outrun the Chaser. Congratulations, you're not being caught. Chaser.
They played
That's
that
gotta be 5.
perfectly.
It's gotta be 5.
Exactly the right choices.
Yeah, that was 5. It said 5. It can go suck a big one.
Chase put me under pressure, so very well played. Thoroughly deserved to win.
Absolutely. A perfect way to play the game, that is get everyone back and in the final to take down a Chaser. Could you do it? Then come and have a go. You might be clever enough. We'll see you next time on The Chase. Goodbye.
Right. Another trout. Season with dill 5.
Surprisingly funny comedy, you can enjoy hours of puppet satire with
This
a
is
full box set
so
of
annoying.
streaming now on BritBox. A life-changing $500,000 on the
Right.
line for our contestants, but to win the money, talent alone isn't enough. Brand new Walk the Lane, live starts Sunday at 8. Next, with the ITV Evening News where you are.
Ooh, can I chop it up? No, we're not chopping up the fish. You meant to be making a whole one.
Proudly sponsored by Gala Bingo.
Next on calendar, we're live in Sheffield for reaction.
Right, that was 5 grams of dildo.
Regulations move ever closer.
See you after the break.
We're here. Ah, you made it.
I'll see you tonight.
That was 5 grams of that.
Hiya.
How's it going?
We got the tree.
Isn't it a
How
bit
hard
big,
is it
Martin?
to do this? Like, seriously?
Wherever you are this festive season,
And that's 5 grams of that, but it's saying 1 gram. I put 5 on because I changed it to
be there
5.
for every moment.
Oh God. You know what?
Merry Christmas, Dad.
You,
With Ring, you're always home. Learn more at ring.com.
and go on there.
Oh man, tired of looking
And
tough?
cook.
Hydra Energetic Anti-Fatigue Moisturizer. Now infused with 4 times more vitamin C.
Okay.
It fights signs of fatigue and leaves skin looking and feeling fresh. Show your skin some love. Hydra Energetic Anti-Fatigue Moisturizer by L'Oreal Men Expert. Search online
Advanced
today.
controls.
You're worth it.
How does energizing compare? Which tested Energizer Ultimate Lithium AA batteries and awarded them a Which Best Buy for disposable batteries? Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the longest lasting
Down.
AA battery.
Put it down.
Create the extraordinary. Alien and Alien Goddess. The new perfume, Mugler.
Totally
When
gonna
we
blow
all
up the
play the
kitchen.
National Lottery a little, fun stuff happens near you. From clean beaches,
Being cooked yet?
bringing history to life.
No.
Fun
Because the
museums,
spice container to start seasoning it. I did season it.
and helping people explore the great outdoors. £30 million a week to good causes. The National Lottery. Your numbers make amazing happen.
How's it now got like 6 grams of trout when it had like 9 grams not long ago? I'm gonna shove this trout to someone's butt in a minute. Flip the trout. I always do that. Damn it. Yep. Well, it's nearly cooked. Bollocks!
Get into the Christmas spirit with a 1 litre bottle
Oh
of
shit,
Baileys
I know what I
from
need.
now
I
on
know what I
until
need. Get up,
Christmas.
get up,
That's
get up,
your
get off, get off.
harvesting. Morrison's. Make good things happen.
Ninja Warrior UK Sheffield.
Is it done? Almost. Let's flip it again once for good measures. Ooh, I didn't actually smack the spatula that time. It should be cooked. No. Oh my god, oh my god, I'm gonna burn it. Oh no. Oh no.
Tomorrow, cold beats, James
No.
Nesbitt talks to
Pick up
Good
the
Morning
fish.
Britain live in the studio about his new crime
Thank you.
thriller called Six. After 8 years away, JLS are back. They're on Lorraine from 9.
It's
Jack Whitehall talks
cooked.
about his new
So,
movie on This Morning from 10 and celebrating 22 years since their debut album. Atomic Kitten joined Loose Women at 12:30.
right, we're failing miserably with the spatula. Put the spatula
Now
back
the
there.
latest ITV news in the
Okay.
calendar region
Where'd
with
the fish
Katie
go?
Rickett and
Nope,
Duncan
3
Edwards.
second rule. Not. I would totally throw it in the bin, but it's cooked, so what else do I need to do? Season with dill. Where's the dill?
Good evening, welcome to ITV
I swear,
News.
this
This
is so
is
annoying.
Wednesday night's calendar.
Here are tonight's main stories.
As we go on air, the Prime Minister is about to hold a press conference with more
It's like
COVID
not
restrictions
doing it.
expected. We'll bring you Plan B
Oh my God.
when we can.
Here,
Also
have
tonight,
it.
Partygate.
Anger from families. Fictional party was a
Take
business
the food.
and it was not socially distant. Anger from families who've lost loved ones during the pandemic after a mock Downing Street briefing laughed and
You
joked
pretend that
about a
didn't
Christmas
happen.
party at number 10 last year.
What they have done, not only to
Right,
me, but
this is
to
annoying. So put
hundreds
that there.
and thousands,
And let's
if not
start from the beginning,
millions
okay?
of people in this country, is
Fish.
devastated families.
Also
Chopping
still not
board.
safe, an ITV survey finds 9 in 10 toys sold online,
Better turn that
marketplaces
off or I'll be
can
blowing the
illegal.
kitchen up in a minute.
Half of them are unsafe too.
Right, okay.
And lucky winners,
Let's look at the
we meet
recipe
the
again, just
couple who
because,
are dreaming big
yeah.
after scooping $1 million
Open
on the
recipe.
lottery.
5 grams of each, yeah, okay.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. First tonight, of course, the Prime Minister Boris Johnson is about to address the nation on what could be new COVID-19
lemon.
regulation.
Yes, we
Ooh,
understand
does that
Plan
mean
B
if I put
that will
lemon
affect
and that
all
other
our
shit
lives
on
is
there, that'll be done?
Of course, we're going to hear from him as soon as we can. But let's go straight to our political
You
correspondent,
move a
Harry
minute.
Bolton, who's live at Westminster for us this evening. Quite a day for the Prime Minister,
Lemon,
Harry.
lemon, 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 lemon.
Yeah, it has been
How
quite a
good.
day. We're expecting the government to introduce its Plan B for COVID-19 this winter any moment now, and that we expect will mean the introduction of vaccine passports at some venues, including nightclubs. We're expecting guidance for people to start working from home again, and possibly
This
the
is not
legal
exactly
enforcement
quarters,
of people
but
wearing face masks in
do.
certain settings. Now, of course, this has happened because of the discovery of a new variant that Downing Street said earlier this week was far more transmissible than other COVID variants we've seen so far. But critics will see this as an attempt by the government to try and distract from a growing crisis after it emerged. Several staff allegedly held a party in Downing Street last year when the country was supposed to be in lockdown. Now, today, the focus was supposed to be on the first anniversary of the first COVID vaccination given in our region, but instead, lots of people's attention
What else did it
was
say it needed?
elsewhere. In this Sheffield vaccination centre, 84-year-old Trixie Walker was back to mark 1 year since she received the first COVID vaccine.
Parsley leaves, 6 grams.
But today, attention was also on another event from last December, an alleged Downing Street party held before Christmas. Last night, ITV News revealed this leaked footage of senior Downing Street staff seemingly joking about the event.
She's mine, alright. It was a business meeting.
There we go. It's done.
This is recorded.
See?
This
It's
fictional
done.
party was a business meeting.
Let's save it.
And it was not social
Oh
distance.
my gosh,
Back
it's
in
totally not
Sheffield,
done.
there was dismay and anger.
I couldn't spend
That's annoying.
Christmas with my
Where did the
family.
other fish go? I paid for the other fish. And now the
I
other
didn't see my
what?
grandchildren for months. And for something like that to
Apparently
happen,
I'm
if it
failing
did happen,
at cooking fish right now.
it's just outright
Right,
wrong.
it says 5 grams. So square X.
Mike McCarthy lost his son Ross to suicide in February.
Let's just do it once for each so we know that that's exactly how much we put on. And I swear, if it doesn't work this time, I don't know what to do. Saying it's got 4 grams of black pepper on, I didn't even put 4 grams, I put 5.
But I look back now and
Do it there.
wonder whether we'd have been better off.
If only 4 grams went on, that means if I click that and I put that there
Jane Taylor Broadbent
and
lost
hit it
her wife Julie
once,
in last year's lockdown.
it should
Called
now
today
have
to
5
share
grams,
her
right?
reaction to the Downing Street video.
The strongest word
Yeah.
that comes to mind, and it doesn't do
Right.
an inch of justice, is
Then
utter
I'm gonna
right
click the dill.
disgust at our government, how they've treated
I'm going to change it to
not only
5
me,
and
but
hit it once.
the majority of
this country's
Why did it do
population.
6?
Prime Minister's
No.
questions today, Boris
How dare
Johnson
you?
said he'd launched an
Oh my
investigation
God.
into what happened.
Millions of people now think the Prime Minister was taking them for fools, and that they were lied to. They're right, aren't they?
How does it even do that?
I
Do you know what? Get in the
for the
bin.
impression that has been given that staff in Downing Street take this
Fuck off.
less than seriously. I'm sickened myself and furious about that.
Many Tory
Oh my God,
MPs
$704 so far
this has caused.
for this
If there
food.
was a
Like,
plot, and obviously in
oh my God.
PMQs the Prime Minister said that
Let's
he was
just do
being
one
told
shake at a time,
repeatedly
and
there was
hopefully we
not
can
a
get
county.
5.
If somebody's lying to him, then people need to be
1.
sacked for trying to cover something up.
Away from
How's
Westminster,
it got 7?
NHS staff say they're getting on with their job.
COVID hasn't gone away. We've currently got around about 90
1.
patients still in hospital in Sheffield with COVID. And of course we're seeing the different
2.
variants of COVID now. So it's
3.
really important that people get themselves protected.
4.
The hope is a political
5.
crisis won't add to a health crisis
I
this Christmas.
swear.
That was Harry's report. We can take you to Downing Street and just see the Prime Minister
4
is about
grams.
to speak.
I put
Obviously, we
5.
don't know whether he's going to go straight into Plan B. We'll listen to it, digest it
Right,
for
it
you,
better have
and
5
give you the
now.
salient points towards the end
Yes,
of the
it's got 5.
programme. 6 minutes late, Harry, that's not unusual
But
for him.
what? That's still. So why is it not
Yeah,
ticking it
look,
on
I
the
think,
tutorial
there's a
bit
lot
at
of
the
anger
side
among
there?
Tory MPs tonight. I spoke to one MP in our region. He said that he found this whole situation infuriating. Another
1,
used language that I wouldn't be able to
2,
repeat on air. And there's a serious
3,
point here, because if the government
4,
is trying to reduce
5.
extra COVID restrictions, that won't be popular among many Tory MPs. And Boris Johnson and the government need as many of those MPs on side as possible if they're to get those new regulations approved by the Commons.
OK, Harry, we will be back with you later in the programme. I'm sure you'll be listening to the Prime Minister in the next few minutes. You can, of course, keep up to date when that announcement comes through on our website. That is, of course, the usual address,
It's got 5 grams of each. Yay, but it's not ticking it on the bottom left thing.
Well, as the row rumbles on, health professionals are doing their best to get on with the task in hand, which is, of course, rolling out the vaccine programme and delivering those booster jabs.
Yes, to help it along, the NHS today launched a recruitment
1,
drive advertising 10,000 roles
3,
from administration
4,
workers
5.
to vaccinators. In Bradford, where the uptake is trailing behind the national average, that drive to vaccinators
Black pepper,
has been
4.
urgent.
Really? I did
Helen
it 5
Steele has
times.
been finding out how the rollout is going in the city.
Another vaccine delivered in Bradford. But it hasn't been an easy decision for everyone. Katie Boland said she had to think carefully.
I've had a DVT in the past.
If anyone's
But while
watching
Katie
this
decided
and
to
knows
have a
where
booster,
I'm going wrong,
people in
then
Bradford have not
please
yet had any
tell
of their
me,
doses.
because
Just over 72%
I'm going to have a
had
BF.
their first, compared with the national average of 89%.
Maybe if we've got some NHS people or people like that to go around and speak to them, explain what's in it, that it won't harm them, that we can go and get it done.
That's exactly what
It's
Rebecca
got
Mia has
5
been doing
grams of
since she
each.
became a
Why
vaccine
is it not now
equality
telling me the
activist.
next step?
Walking clinic practice
Black
in
pepper
North
dill time.
Bradford is very, very diverse. We've got one of the
Put
richest
them there.
communities of the UK.
Go.
And it is about
Unless I've got to do it in
having
that exact
conversation,
order.
engagement, and looking how we can encourage and support various communities to
Just to
uptake the
be sure,
vaccine.
we'll try it in the
Concern that
exact
news
order
of
it
Downing
tells
Street
us.
Christmas
Then
party
maybe it'll
costumes
work.
but yet another barrier.
I'm going to run out of money before I even get my first dish out. Right, black pepper. You know what? Am I going to do it on the board? Because do it on the board, the board's already got a shit ton of space on it. Let's do it on the flipping table.
The community centre has recently focused on outreach work,
One,
encouraging
two,
vaccine
three,
uptake.
4, 5.
Many say there's still diffidence amongst their
Right,
friends.
that's the black pepper. I put 5 on. Skin sooties. Right, dill.
Humayun Islam runs the centre and says recent government actions, such as the rumoured party,
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. All the covered in blood. That's
day case
Why is
And
it
you've
not
got
saying
nice small stuff.
really?
5 members of
Am I
staff
using the wrong dill or
were
something?
elected
Like,
to
is that why it's not checking it?
2020. Mr. Grayson is
Doesn't
due to
ice and
appear at
shop.
Sheffield Magistrates Court on
Spend 80 quid in ice
Couple
when
from Sheffield joined other bereaved families outside
40
Parliament
quid
Dried
in
thyme.
Prime Mart.
Dried
related
dill.
death to be thoroughly investigated. Charles and Liz Richards' son Jack took his own life in 2017 after fighting a gambling addiction. Ever
Thursday,
since,
Friday.
they campaigned for gambling to be
I've got
made
to stay in
safer,
tomorrow, Anna.
including proper
I've got to
affordability
stay in
checks.
tomorrow.
The government
Wait for
says
that
it's
coming.
determined to protect vulnerable people from exploitation and will be publishing its
Mm-hmm.
gambling review paper in the coming months.
MPs have been debating the government's controversial plans to reform the region's
You.
railways after the Labour Party labelled it a
You.
betrayal of the North. The £96 million project sparked backlash from
Don't mix straight. Oh, this sausage.
saying that so-called Northern Powerhouse rail will be downgraded. The government says it's the
Went to see
biggest
if I
ever
could get
cut
some
in
of them
investment
small locks. They don't do them in the bloody pound shop.
Small what?
Lock, free suitcase with them tags.
Right, upstairs.
Yep, when a Barnsley builder hit the big time. How Christmas came early for one South Yorkshire couple.
And with gusts offshore of 80 miles per hour yesterday, Sparrowthorpe mariners lost their lives at sea. I'll be focusing on that a little later on in the programme.
I didn't do that. Never happened.
2 woodies.
Put it back in the pan. Oh my god, really?
Toys being sold in the run-up to Christmas are illegal and potentially dangerous,
Right.
according to experts.
Apparently, I suck at this mode. I can't even cook fish. Yeah.
Amazon's removed the toys from sale while they're investigating, told us they are taking it very seriously. Lauren Hull reports.
I don't know when I'll get paid next. They said it was from the 27th
Carefully
to
decorating the Christmas
21st
tree.
of November.
And their mum is
Money
also being
orders.
careful about the presents for their
I should
lovely
get
babies.
paid proper money.
They ordered it
When
at
am I due
7
to get?
times
When
an
was
hour.
I due to
10
get
past
paid?
6.
The 20th of this month. Well, I still just get paid as normal.
Well, they want it by 6. Yeah, that's not happening.
Can you pick the popular
Okay.
toy? Can you hold the kids for over the moon with static? Can you kissing your baby go goodbye?
Her son had asked for a set of
Let's
small
refresh, because for some reason I don't know if I
I'm
put it out
brilliant.
or what. Or if it's just a prick. So, yeah. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to buy all that shit again, aren't I?
Trying to prevent. It can be
That won't take long to do. I'm doing with that bit anyway.
I'm on enhanced for both. High raise. Oh, you get more than that. That's what it is, Mum. I worked it out. It tells me how much I get.
and then asked a toy safety
Right,
expert
what else I gotta do now? Go here. Into the
Now, this was a very
shop.
small sample. We have to point out that we haven't gone
Buy a
through
blender.
a testing process. These are just your initial
Throw it up there because I don't know where else to
toys.
put it.
So we've looked at a few toys.
Toasty by Royal Mail.
Maybe not. Put it.
Definitely
Yeah,
illegal
I'll take
for
it.
technical
Pick
reasons
up a
such as
cardboard
labelling.
box.
They're likely to fail if we go on and do further testing.
The toys haven't been independently tested in a laboratory.
Next
These
Thursday.
initial assessments found that one complies
Callum's
with
going to
UK
be in on
laws.
his own on
Another
Monday
appears
because he's off
compliant, but it's
school.
recommended for further
Why?
testing. We told the other 4 are illegal, There are
Got
concerns
threes
that
on all day at school, parents' evening. Mine, I've got to be there 5:10 to Callum.
circuits. They may also be issued with
I'm at
noise
the
levels
hospital
as
for
well
10,
as
so he's going to be on his
Christmas
own.
tree comes with no warnings.
I don't know what he's going to do for dinner. You missed it? Oh, I didn't. Yeah.
We shared these findings with Amazon.
Sunday?
The toys off
I thought
sale.
it was on
They told us safety
Jessie, move your smelly biatch.
with proactive measures to prevent suspicious or non-compliant products
Dog's
being
a
sold.
smelly
I thought it was
biatch.
on
Products
the
were
side.
sold in our stores for product safety concerns. When appropriate, we remove a product or take other
Do you
actions.
milk, like?
With customers
No,
with concerns, we encourage them to contact customer service so we can investigate
It's fine,
and
we
take
didn't
appropriate
just
action.
drop the pan.
The seller of the busy board told us we will
I
optimise
totally
the
fucking
product
did.
to better bring a happy and safe experience. Sellers of these toys have provided CE certificates and evidence of safety checks. And those who sold the Christmas tree say they're applying for certification and the product is safe and harmless.
Back on the shelf. Back on the
Not
shelf.
yet had a response from the seller or manufacturer of the guitar.
So, never happened.
Any of the other toys manufacturers.
Sarah or Jim. What about me?
To really do your homework when you're on these marketplaces. Ensure that you're, if you're buying from a
Done
third
it.
party
Unlock
retailer
the
that
baked
actually is a known
trout.
brand,
Done it.
steer clear.
Of course it is.
Follow that advice and take extra care when
Okay.
shopping for toys.
Exit the crab
Keep
top.
children
Already
safe
did.
this Christmas. Lauren Hall, NTV News.
Thanks to sport now, and several of our teams were in action in the Football League last night. Bolton sit proud at the top of League One and 19 game on game. Remember the league
Please.
past the Championship.
Shelf.
Otis Holmes has a roundup of the action.
That's annoying.
It was in fact the Millers that trailed by a goal after just 5 minutes, but Freddie Ladapo pulled one back after a
Get in the
mix-up
corner.
at Gillingham.
Never happened. Right.
Mikael Miller then put Rotherham in front with his volley on the edge of the box.
You've got to sit down
Put it on
and
the
wash
shelf.
the dishes. Then get up.
My kitchen, I'll put it where I want to put it.
She's got all hair in her mouth again, man. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't know that tape off.
And Chidozie Obene wrapped things up in style with his goal in the 89th minute to make
Only done on the other week. I have a look.
Sheffield Wednesday managed to hold on to their unbeaten run too, but not quite in such an impressive fashion. They were reduced to 10 men after
Well, I wouldn't go out to look on
In the shop for you. No, I didn't want to do that.
I wouldn't have got the other ones, have I?
Lincoln City were also reduced to 10 men in their defeat away at Crewe Alexandra. 2 successful penalties from Michael Mandron.
They do them down the shop now. They do them down the shop.
Doncaster
I
went
didn't
1-0 down early to Oxford.
open the packet of tabs this morning.
Rescued Rovers to this. However,
Yeah.
an Oxford goal 3 minutes from time saw Doncaster lose 2-1.
Baked trout.
Over in League 2, Mansfield jumped up to 11th.
What are you doing for your Hell's Kitchen, Claire?
I'm playing Cooking Simulator.
Well, why does it look like
Meanwhile, Harrogate Town had dropped down to
Gordon Ramsay or whatever his name is?
Because it's probably based off of that.
Goal coming from Lloyd Kerry. Finally, Skilthorpe came from behind to draw 1-1 away at Stevenage. Miles Hippolyte scoring for the Iron, but they remain.
Oh, I can't even warm them, have it, Chris.
Otis Holmes, ITV News.
Johnny's here with the weather.
Right, we're going to get it right this time, and it's not going to fudge up.
But they end up getting blood
I'm going to place them here, and we're going to put it on in the order it says as well. Black pepper, then dill, and then thyme.
it's that
We
cloud.
did the deal, we did the deal, we did the deal, we did the deal. Yay!
Plenty of rain as we've
Time.
seen. And on the Sheffield weather cam,
Don't even think about knacking up this time again.
So yeah, you can see it on the left-hand side there. So yeah, thank you very much.
It didn't say 5.
But finally, we've got Scarborough. You can take a bucket and spade. Somebody always has to go one better, don't they? That was today at Scarborough. So keep those weather photos coming. You can send them to me. Weather photos at itv.com or on Twitter at John Mitchell ITV.
Put trout on a baking tray. Okay. There's the baking tray.
Well, let's return to our top story tonight, the Downing Street press conference, which has been happening in the last half an hour. The Prime Minister was joined by the Chief Medical Officer, Chris Whitty, and the Chief Scientific Officer, Patrick Collins.
In the press conference, Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister, said it is now proportionate and responsible to move to Plan B measures in England. Let's go to our political correspondent, Harry Hawke, who's live at Westminster. Harry, what does Plan B mean?
Well, what it means is that from this Friday onwards, people will be encouraged to work from home. There will be mandatory masks introduced to most indoor settings, including theatres and cinemas from Friday. And there'll also be the introduction of vaccine passports for most large indoor venues such as nightclubs and for sports stadiums as well as large outdoor venues. And the reason for this, as we mentioned earlier, is because of the rapid spread of the new Omicron variant. Boris Johnson confirmed that it is far more transmissible than previous variants. It's still too early to tell how dangerous this new variant is.
You had to drop on the floor.
We also heard from Sajid
cut the
Javid, the Health
lemon
Secretary,
into 4 pieces.
at the same time in the House of Commons.
Cut it into 6.
There are 568 cases of Omicron so far recorded officially.
Right, so what do I do
now?
now?
There could be as many as 20 times that.
Oh shit.
That would be 10,000 cases of Omicron. So clearly this is already within the population, and the government are trying hard to try and reduce the spread ahead of Christmas as we head into this busy winter period.
Let's hear from Boris Johnson.
No pause, what?
That's why it's neither proportionate and responsible.
Season with horseradish.
In England, while continuing to work closely with our colleagues in the devolved administrations, so we slow the spread.
What even is horseradish? I've never had it before.
The time
do I even actually hear
get more boosters into arms, and especially in the older and more vulnerable people.
Don't burn the trout, don't burn the trout, don't burn the trout.
The answers to the key outstanding questions about Omicron.
Well, Harry Sutton saying this is a distraction technique from Partygate, which is wrapped up in.
Why is it not saying it's baked?
Yeah, I think that will be a criticism of the government. They're obviously going to try and deflect some of those questions. And of course, there are questions about how the hospitality industry will deal with these new restrictions at a time they're expecting to get a lot of money in the run to Christmas.
Guys. So 4 lemons.
Hasn't seemed to work in Germany or Austria. So you know, I can't see the efficacy of it. I don't understand what the rationale is. We've yet to. We're in the city centre here. We've got people dropping by to drink a tea time.
3 parsley leaves.
Our Sheffield unit, which is smack bang in the centre of the city. You know, we are to some extent reliant on people going about their business, going to offices and what have you. We have an accounts above us here. We're obviously returning to a work from home model. Hospitality is just starting to stagger out.
I think we've done it. Into serving up.
It's going to be hugely damaging.
Martin Green, how thank you very much.
Because I've only just got through the fucking door.
Different Christmas to the one we're expecting.
It's live in Sheffield. Well, we thought we'd leave you after all with a smile. We've all daydreamed about winning the big one.
It's a photo mode.
That dream has become a
Well,
reality.
did it not serve it?
Terry Kennedy now in the he's also become an internet sensation after videos of him finding out about his win went viral.
4-star rush. Yeah, I wouldn't say that was 4 stars. Okay.
Yeah, so he's having a good day. His colleagues on a building site were there.
I suppose I didn't drop fish on the ground that time though, so yeah.
There's probably no point trying to keep it a secret after a video like that. So today, he and his partner went public about the win.
That's been the craziest thing about it all. I think it was.
That is annoying when it does that save shit. Total income minus 1,142. Oh dear.
You have to wait. Because I'm fucking taking my shirt off.
Okay. Next, what's it going to tell me to do now? Choose a pick.
Hello there. Well, still a lot of wind around today. Still some spells of circulating around.
So which perk am I going to go with?
So as we head through the rest of this evening and overnight tonight, still a number of showers coming through the Pennines there.
Unbreakable plates. Just a minute, people. Can't see anything but a big fat ass at the minute because my brother stood in front of me.
Sometimes then for tomorrow, it's rising in the morning at 8:11 and
Well, this is fun.
4 tomorrow afternoon. What a bad day tomorrow. What are some Pennine showers in late morning into the afternoon? It will be fine.
Shall we have unbreakable plates?
Celsius, and then after dark,
Pick
will move in from the west. And then the rest of tomorrow
it doesn't
night
actually let you pick
Friday,
one.
it's not too bad actually.
Pick
It's got a northwesterly
something.
wind, not too Pennine showers coming through, but away from the reasonable spells of sunshine. Still on the cold side though, still
start the next day. I don't actually know what I'm doing, so we're just winging it.
Right? What do you want on the rest?
I want it done because I can't see this number very well. You've got to look at the photos sometimes. What?
Jesse, move your fat cow. Let's make this the best restaurant in the city. Nah, not with me working here, you won't.
Our next update is at 5 to 11.
Okay.
National and international stories. Our next is Mary Magic. I bet you can't guess what they are.
From the team here on Calendar, thanks ever so much for watching. We'll see you soon.
Don't you dare tell me it wants to trout again. Using exit stove. Use laptop.
Denial to damage control. Number 10 moves to limit the fallout from the controversial Christmas party. After stormy Prime Minister's questions today, Boris Johnson was unusually subdued.
I apologise unreservedly for the offence that it has caused up and down the country, and I apologise for the impression that it gives.
For those who lost family or friends last Christmas, there is anger.
So what do I need to do now then?
Words
Head to the perk browser.
the
insensitivity to all people, not just people who have lost loved ones, but all people who made sacrifices.
From the senior advisor at the forefront of the scandal, a tearful resignation. To all of you who lost loved ones, who endured horrible loneliness, and who struggled with your businesses, I am truly sorry.
The government moves to Plan B in England in the face of
Open the
fears
pigs,
the
spread
new
that
COVID
up.
variant could
Right, and I
overwhelm
did.
the NHS. The Ghislaine Maxwell trial, evidence for links to royalty and staying here at Balmoral. And have a memory of Captain Tom's inspiring older people to do good in his name.
It's kind of slow, some of the things. What's he even doing? I'm here, but only for the day. New order. Okay.
Good evening. Now, they say a week is a long time in politics. 7 days ago, Boris Johnson denied
Recipe:
that
salmon fillet on
Street Christmas party
potatoes. Lovely.
This week, number 10 went further and said it never happened. Well, now damage limitations seems to be the priority. The video linked to ITV News of Downing Street staff
Get a big pot, so I guess I've got to get a big pot.
A stormy session in the Commons with the Prime Minister today. Exactly what he knew and when he made those initial denials came under the spotlight, as he apologised for the video and promised an inquiry. Now it has all come at the worst possible time, with people across the UK being asked to make yet more sacrifices to try to hold back the spread of the Omicron variant. And we will have more on that in just a moment. But first, Paul Brown's on a bad day for Boris Johnson.
I don't actually know how much of this I need. Oh shit, too much.
Yeah. The answer hasn't been clear to any of us in recent days, but after we revealed his footage last night, today Boris Johnson had a new one.
Have you lied to the public, Prime Minister?
He was never going to respond to that question. In coming to Parliament to face more from the Labour leader this lunchtime, he offered words almost never uttered here. An apology.
I understand and share the anger up and down the country at seeing number 10 staff seeming to make light of lockdown measures. And I can understand how infuriating it must be to think that the people who have been setting the rules have not been following the rules. This is because I was also curious to see that clip. I apologise unreservedly.
So, was the Prime Minister unaware of what was happening in his house? Or had he lied about wrongdoing under his roof?
It didn't happen, okay.
The Prime Minister,
He saw nothing.
spent the week telling the British public there was no party. All guidance was followed completely. Millions of people now think the Prime Minister was taking them for fools, and that they were lied to. They're right, aren't they? I have been repeatedly assured since these allegations emerged that there was no party and that no COVID rules were broken. That is what I have been repeatedly assured.
But this video suggests otherwise.
Yeah,
This fictional party was
fridge. One centipede.
In it, the Prime Minister's advisor, Allegra Stratton, jokes about a Christmas party with colleagues last year as London was in lockdown. Today, she took a very different tone as she resigned.
My remarks seemed to
We're not going to fuck this up, okay?
Rules that people were doing everything to obey. That was never my intention. I will regret those remarks for the rest of my days, and I offer my profound apologies to all of you at home for them.
The Cabinet Secretary, Simon Case, will now investigate whether others should resign. Though Downing Street can't say whether he was at any party too.
I just wish I could have been there to hold that hand.
As aides are alleged to have got together, Beryl Harris was left to die alone. She passed away on the same day. Her family weren't allowed to be by her side.
Hey. Pick up the pan. I better check the potatoes because we don't want to blow the kitchen
wants the
up, do
Prime
we?
Minister to pay a price himself.
Not quite.
So, Paul, the Prime Minister has pledged an inquiry. No idea when that will actually come back. But do you think it can actually calm public anger?
No, Mary, but I think it buys him time, which essentially I think is what it's designed to do. From now on, he can answer all the questions by saying, look, wait for the inquiry. I don't think that's going to stop the questions from coming, though, because the story has been moving incredibly quickly since we first aired the footage last night. We've had 2 apologies, one unprecedented one pretty much from the Prime Minister, and another arguably more sincere one from Allegra Stratton, his former advisor, as she resigned. The questions that remain, though, are who was at this alleged party, what happened at this alleged party, and did the Prime Minister know about this alleged party? All of those times that he told us it never happened.
One word.
What?
Yeah, no.
We did it, I think.
Boris Johnson tries to limit the row over the lockdown Christmas party
I'm
last year.
just
He
going
now says he wants
to put that on
people
there a
to
minute.
abide by
3
much
for
tighter
10,
coronavirus restrictions
4 for
this
20,
December. The so-called Plan B is
5
being
for
advanced to try
20,
to stop the
4 for
spread
50,
of
I mean.
Omicron after
4
139 more
50.
cases occurred in the
Hold
UK.
plate with 2 potatoes.
568.
What?
Professor Andy Moore reports it means reintroducing going to save us from Omicron. We were told accelerating the booster campaign would mean no further restrictions, but
No,
the variant
LE.
is spreading so
Plate
quickly.
basic.
Government decided it is time to act to stop it.
We know that the remorseless logic of exponential growth could lead to a big rise in hospitalisation.
I don't know why, but I've got a feeling that I'm going to have to chop them in a minute, so
Under the so-called
yeah.
Plan B, we are being told
I may
to
as well
work
stick
from
to the
home
middle
if we
hob
can.
because
Face coverings
I
will
like
have to
the
be
middle
worn
hob.
in more places, including theatres and cinemas, and COVID passes will be introduced in large venues. The government's top doctor explained without these measures, Omicron could cause a significant wave here in the UK, putting pressure on the NHS.
Do you therefore not expect that these cases, that the case rates in hospital will start to go up for a number of probably 2 to 3 weeks? And in that period, if you're doubling up the speed of very small numbers to really substantial numbers, and it will keep on doubling.
It's hoped the extra measures will buy the NHS time to give as many people their booster as quickly as possible. It comes exactly a year ago since the very first jab was given here in Coventry. Margaret was the patient and had one message about the vaccine today. Don't think about it, just go and have it done. You know? Just do it, and it doesn't take
don't even think about falling out of the pan.
From today, millions more can get their booster. The over 40s who had their second dose 3 months ago are now eligible. Early data suggests 3 doses of Pfizer gives good protection against Omicron. Those advising the government say until we know more, measures are the only option.
Of course, principle. In other words, you don't wait until you're
Tracy's not there.
something about it. As I say, the speed of spread means that you need to act really fast. Now, I hope
Hello. Are you still down with Tracy's?
as virulent as we fear. And I
Look up 20 in the back when you got me a
that
drink.
some of the measures may not have been needed, but far better
Just a kind of monster.
do something than find out that we're safe than to do nothing
Right,
and find out that we really are in a crisis.
The run-up to Christmas will look a bit different for all of us now, and there's no doubt we'll all be happy. It was worth it. Emily Morgan, ITV News.
Just kind of monster. The mango
Save
one.
the dish. Well, that doesn't look amazing at all. Get on the
Just a few minutes ago, everyone is encouraged to work from home if they can from Monday. Face coverings
They're not 5 minutes late. They would have known now. Oh well. Screw them.
My friend Abu, at 64, his wife has been taken them and she says they're very good.
Yay, we did it. We're not in the minus anymore, we have 800 coins, so... Shit, not to me, it's soon. Okay. I've got a big foot already, but it's dirty. It's put in the wash.
So the forthcoming Plan B restrictions unsettle businesses, you can imagine today. Firms are worried.
It's only got black pepper and ginger in it.
Just in time for Christmas could have a devastating impact.
365 in there. And there's only
Christmas really is in danger.
the small one you got is only 60.
Well, look, you can understand why businesses are concerned. I think it's fair to say that we have shown over the last 6 months
Poor chicken broth.
people and
Do I even have any chicken broth? Yeah, I do.
Lockdowns, they've adapted activity
700
online
mils.
and working from home.
I
think no one really expects that we'll see a collapse in output of the scale that we saw last spring.
Let's not fuck this
But
up this
obviously
time.
there is a very large constituency of companies that are very concerned. Theatres, pubs, restaurants, bars, hotels, they really need good business. They have had almost 2 years of bruises,
too much.
frustrations,
We'll pretend that didn't happen. We're just getting a little bit more soup than they want.
About face masks
Black
theatres and
pepper.
cinemas, although there are notable exemptions, Marys, when it comes to eating and drinking and exercising, which I think will hearten some businesses. They're concerned about vaccine passports, which are theatres at the heart of panto season, and the advice to working from home will
May have just
really
put a little bit too much black pepper in there.
Depends on what state it is.
It's fine.
Joe, you say that businesses are worried, and understandably so. And there is no financial support forthcoming, is there?
What, in that washing?
No, there's not. This is not lockdown. The idea is
that in lemon juice that breaks up the fucking blood.
Restrictions that we have seen.
That should have been 10.
It'll sprinkle lemon juice on it.
12, sorry.
So,
oh my god, it didn't tell me.
So it breaks it up.
Means I need to put more in. It's not good. Oh, don't add salt.
The concern here is that this will make people far more cautious. We've already seen in the 2 weeks since
salt,
was
12.
identified, there
Cayenne powder.
reining in an activity. People are eating out less, and the concern is they'll be even more cautious now.
How much do they want of this shit? 6. So,
Emily, was this, do you think, inevitable? I don't think
5, that's 6. Yay!
It became inevitable once it was clear how quickly
8 tomatoes into the big pot.
But now, given the data coming out of South Africa,
tomatoes.
given the rapid rise of cases
1,
here
2,
in the
3.
UK, and given the conclusion that it's probably doubled every 2 to 3 days,
why do I feel like there's totally money there?
Increase it with the boosters. We couldn't protect.
Yeah, you also use lemon juice, Mum.
Enough, if you like, and these measures should now slow it down, allow the NHS time to jab as many people as possible. And this latest data from Pfizer, I think, is really good news. It appears to show that 3 doses of their vaccine offers good protection against this new variant, so that underlines the importance of getting the booster. But look, things are changing really rapidly, as they have.
I would totally cut all this shit up. I wouldn't just throw it in like that.
Unmarked area. Fingers crossed. Thank you.
Like, that is not soup. That's like
restrictions are now likely
fluid, 8 tomatoes and an onion in a pan.
Many of us across the UK. In the wake of the Downing Street Christmas party revelations, we visited Leicester, the English city that was longest under the cosh of lockdown restrictions. Vincent reports on what the people there think of the video and the row.
How do you do the favour?
We have to obey the rules, and when we do obey them, and they break them, no it happens to them, that we do it, we get fined. I just think it's disgusting.
The Prime Minister says there was no party, says no rules were broken. If he was here now, what would you say to him?
He's a liar.
I just wondered about this business of the party in Downing Street that the Prime Minister says didn't happen.
It's going to tell me to put it in a bowl, isn't it? And I'm totally going to swear.
Really? There might be more
Blend
people here
everything
than most
together.
places with reason to feel let
I
down.
get to use my blender that I
Infection rates
bought,
and
I think.
hospital admissions were particularly high in this city last year, and you don't have to look hard to find those who still grieve.
Annoyed really, yeah. I had family in hospital and I lost a close member of the family and I couldn't visit my uncle when he was passing away in hospital, so, you know, it's not good to see something like that.
When did your mother pass away?
She passed away last
Sour
4
cream.
months into the pandemic, July 20. But it was an horrendous time. Access into the care home where she was non-existent.
Local infection rates meant that even when most of us saw restrictions eased, Leicester stayed locked down. So what chance now people here will obey another set of new rules?
I'd like to say no, I'd be a good citizen and do as I'm told, but, you know, at the back of my mind I think, well, if they can break the law, then I can't leave. You know what I mean?
I feel disappointed. They've made laws, you can't follow the laws. Let's say follow the law. You have to live by examples. If they can't live by example, they are letting people down. So they're ashamed of Downing Street.
People in Leicester have borne a heavy burden through this pandemic, and they might have to still. But in the relationship between government and governed here, something has changed. Geraint Vincent, ITV News.
Shit.
No, it wasn't just in Parliament that Boris Johnson faced stringent criticism today. Backbenchers in his own party and senior figures in the Scottish Conservatives expressed their disquiet at that video revealed by ITV News yesterday. And with the by-election looming next week, to act as a barometer of public opinion, it comes at a pretty critical moment for the government, as our political correspondent, Carl Dillon, reports.
Secretary, have you any comment about this? There are still a lot of questions.
Serve the dish.
Were you at the party, sir? And not a lot of answers.
I did it. Yay.
But many Conservative MPs are privately furious. This morning there was anger on behalf of the electorate. That Downing Street video, what do you think?
I'm amazed that a language Jackson's still in a job. I don't like to see people sneering at my constituents.
And deep concern about trust in government.
We have to be able to carry the public with us. And we can't do that if the public feels they're not being told the truth. So this is not just about the party at Downing Street last Christmas. This is about the credibility of the government this Christmas, and that's what matters.
And political insiders who have seen crises come and go aren't impressed with this one.
I know people
Baked trout. Oh no, not again.
And they are so angry. The idea that
6 minutes and 20 seconds to make a baked trout. We got this.
were themselves breaking it.
We got this. We did a baked trout earlier. Baked trout's a piece of piss. So we're going to go.
And Boris Johnson isn't out of the woods yet. What do you make of the way the Prime Minister is handling this?
He needed to apologise for what happened with that footage coming out, and he also needed to have an inquiry. What he's done, though, is created more news cycles coming out. This has created a situation where the Cabinet Secretary is going to have to report. There are going to be lots of questions about that report. Are we going to see it? Is there going to be information that comes forward? Is it credible as a kind of report?
Of course, in the end, it's the voters who matter. And in North Shropshire, they're voting next week.
We've got 4. We've got 6 minutes to get this dish out.
I think particularly at this time of year, it's quite an emotive
That should be 5.
I think that all those
No,
involved
not in the bin.
should be
We need
dealt with
this.
accordingly and in fact sacked. But I think to actually taint the local candidate or candidates with that, is not what it's about.
But back in Westminster, the festive cheer has gone quicker than cocktail sausages at a party, and no one knows how deep the damage of this crisis will run. Carl Dillon, ITV News.
10 out of 5. 4 sausages.
Robert Peston is in Westminster. Robert, I'm always asking about damage done to this government.
That's
But
5.
what about this
I know
time?
that's
Will
5.
this
It's
blow
definitely
over?
5.
Categorically not. What's going to stick in the memory is those pictures of our former colleague, the Prime Minister's COP26 spokesman, Allegra Stratton, weeping on camera as she quit, and it begged to question many people's minds. She quit over being flippant about a Christmas party in Downing Street. Why nobody else has taken responsibility? Why nobody else has resigned? Indeed, why is the Prime Minister still saying that he doesn't think that rules were broken? At least 2 other parties took place in November that seem to have also broken lockdown rules. Tons more questions to answer. The party in December contained lots of press office people. Actually, I've been told that the Director of Communications, who's been putting out statements about all of this, was at that party. I asked that director of communications whether he was at the party, a bloke called Jack Doyle. He just won't. He refused to answer. He said that's a question for the cabinet secretary to look at, Simon.
No,
Case. In the meantime, and what an extraordinary day, you've got the Prime Minister announcing significant new restrictions on our lives, more mask wearing, the use of vaccine passports when we go to big entertainment venues and sport, urging us all to work from home. The big question is, if Downing Street officials are not seen to be following the rules, why will other British people? The Prime Minister said the British people have got common sense, but they also want to see leadership.
I remember if I used 1 lemon or 2 last time.
The UK has announced it will effectively carry out a diplomatic boycott of the Winter Olympics in Beijing. So no ministers or officials are expected to attend. The US announced a similar move on Monday in protest at China's human rights record. A remarkable picture was released today at the Ghislaine Maxwell sex abuse trial in New York City, showing her and Jeffrey Epstein at Balmoral. The pair are seen relaxing in the Queen's own log cabin on the estate. And Emma Murphy is in New York for us now. So, Emma, what was said at the trial today?
That'll do.
Prosecution throughout the 2 weeks of this trial have been really trying to build the image of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell as a couple, and also as people who worked very closely together, trying to pin Ghislaine Maxwell to these charges because of her relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. And that's why they've released these photos, some of them giving him a butt rub on top of the Lolita Express, where she was said to have travelled with him, and some of the girls who've given evidence actually said that they were taken on board and also therefore trafficked. But the next photo that was released was this one at Balmoral. It was the couple thought to be in 1999 in the Queen's cabin. And that will be a very
she was more like
picture for
opportunity to actually wash your pots, because these would be so
that there had been
dirty
a close
right now.
relationship between the couple and also a great many people of importance. The other information that was released over the last day was an image that was taken from Ghislaine Maxwell's own computer, where she is seen to be advertising for massage therapists. Now, obviously key to this case is the claims of young women that they were brought to the house to be used as massage therapists for sexual purposes.
Murphy in New York, thank you.
We're going to take the bacon tray out this time because
Australia's cricketers dominated England on day 1 of the Ashes series in Brisbane. England were bowled out for just 147 with Rory Burns, comprehensively dismissed by the very first ball of the series. It set in motion 2 sessions of complete control by Australia's bowlers before heavy rain and bad light before their batsmen begin their reply. And finally, before Captain Tom walked all those laps, remember his goal last year, and became an inspiration to the world.
What did I put on last time? This shit.
Invisible. Well, today a foundation was launched in his name, aiming to celebrate the abilities of the older generation with an annual Captain Tom Day. Neil Connery reports.
Oh shit, I know what I forgot. The horseradish sauce.
Raising £38 million for the NHS by walking 100 laps in his garden before his 100th birthday. 10 months after his death, the foundation set up in his memory now wants to revolutionise the way society connects with and values our older generation.
What my father showed is that when you put someone in an environment where they have purpose and there's value and they're needed, that they have this incredible amount
we've
of
cooked the 3 basic meals now, score of 4-star on the food critics order. Yeah, I'm going to end the live stream for now anyway. So, thank you for watching if you watched. And I'll see you all later. Bye.